quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Vikings going up against the Buccaneers.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On second down, Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Evans. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. The first carry now for Doug Martin. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now Jameis on second down. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Vikings. Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A second down throw for Winston. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And past the 30, down to about the 27. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Watch him now, Barney. Gone. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
In motion right, Dorsett. Play clock winding down. Looking to throw on second down. Goodman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They run it again with Martin. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Winston from the gun on third down. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
First and 10. Goodman. He's going to fire one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A gain of 6 there on first. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks, and you give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down. Here's Winston. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on 1st down. Goodman Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. Back to throw. Goodman firing quickly here, and that's complete. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 36 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Second down, Winston. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a third down. From the gun, Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Flushed out right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Jameis now on 1st down. Airing this one out for him. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So
under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Emmanuel Ogbah. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Leopard, here we go now. 3-19.
From the gun, Goodman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. On second down, Martin. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Bucs on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Winston. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
And that is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now.
Left side, Cook. And a solid run down inside the 30. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Two yards to go here on 3rd down.
Double tight. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Here we go.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
No. Check.
The play clock's running down. On 3rd and 2. Goodman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Here's Martin as they begin on the ground. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Ready.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the shotgun, it's Winston. A dump off to Sims. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 15. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Philip Dorsett as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. And the route is on here in this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on first down. Daniil Hunter in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bucs on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Hey, boys, got 4. Let's go now. Blue way. Easy.
Jameis to throw it. Airing this one out for Evans. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They start the drive with Martin. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Winston now. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Throwing. Winston. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats?
Who?
You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
would be fairly
That
clear
is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Leopard. All right, here we go. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Check 99. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
On first down, Goodman. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Set. Detroit. Detroit. Here we go now.
On first and 10, Goodman. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And the wideout in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Green. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
On third down, Goodman. Caught right side, Davis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. So here we go, first and 10 now.
Set. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. Goodman. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They run. Martin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. They run again on first down. Martin. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So second down, 3 yards to go now. Now Sims. And some room to roam now. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
They'll run it again with Sims. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And a 10th carry here for Martin. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Winston. And he's able to find Diggs. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run here with Sims. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Winston. He was trying to find O.J. Howard.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. First out, here's the run with Martin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw, Winston. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. And he'll be knocked down sideways. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Cook with a 1st down and much more. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Tight on the left. All right, Leopard! Leopard! Four down.
Handoff comes to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A give. This is Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. 38 yards. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They run the counter with Martin. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet at the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Winston. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, getting it across the 25. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Winston gives to the tailback, Martin. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
they run with Sims. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Again, they run with Sims. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 2nd down and 4. Winston with a give to Martin. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started. Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Let's go now.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Bucs a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, this will be the 9th play on this drive. To throw is Winston. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Here's Winston. And that is incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
He'll drop to throw. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down. And the seemingly endless drive continues. First down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They start the drive with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.